Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, it's QA we go. Hey guys, my name is Kaz, founder of the Urban Hussar and the Facebook community Beards, Barbells, and Banner, also known as man who spends 4 hours on intro with very limited knowledge of special effects, and it doesn't even turn out very well. In fact, you could say it's very awful for the most part, but for my effort, I think I deserve a like. Smash your mighty axe upon that like button if you liked it, but I also understand if you don't. Smash the dislike button if that sucked. Alright? I'm going to be doing another Q&A very, very soon, so leave some questions down in the comment section there for the next Q&A if you want to be involved in one of these. So let's get into it. I'm going to try my absolute best to make this content helpful for you, the viewer. So the first question comes from a Mr. TIII Dragon Boy. And he says, most before and after photos, minoxidil photos that I see tend to show strong cheek growth and neck growth, but not so much for the mustache and underlip area. Is minoxidil less effective in those areas? Well, it's not less effective in those areas. I think what you're seeing for the most part, especially in the places like the Minoxidil beard spot in my group, Beards, Barbells, and Banner, a lot of these men that are applying Minoxidil, well, it's a demographic issue. A lot of these men that are applying it are very young, right? It's kind of an age-old idea, and you know, you can observe this anecdotally as well. Most young teenagers, or sorry, well, not young teenagers, but you know, even guys in their early 20s, they have, you know, a lot of neck growth, they have a bit of cheek growth, and then the underlip is usually completely bare, and the mustache is pretty minimal as well. That's just a commonality that you see. So it isn't until most men are quite a lot younger than the mustache tends to come in. In fact, for a lot of men, that's the only thing that comes in when they get older. I don't know any man over 60 that can't grow a mustache. You know, it's just something that comes along with age. I was lucky. At 22, I had the ability to grow a mustache, though my father has a mustache, and a bunch of other people in my family have a mustache as well. My grandfather had a mustache, very nice mustache at that. If your underlip and mustache just doesn't fill out the way you want it, it might just be an age thing, you know? Get everything else as strong as you possibly can. Don't sweat about it. Just go through the years, and hopefully it gets better for you. So next question. Alright, question number 2 comes from Blanco in all caps like he's screaming for heck. Q&A question, what does the name Pond215 mean to you? And would you rather have legs as long as your fingers or fingers as long as your legs? Well, Blanco, let me answer you, but before that, I'm going to clarify that this is actually my brother. This is my little brother. So he tends to leave a lot of troll comments, and then people comment on his comments and are like, dude, chill out. And I always have to be like, it's just my brother, guys. Don't worry about him. But he does have a great channel, guys. He makes beats. So if you're into rapping whatsoever, go check out his beats and go to his store and you know, check some of his stuff out. I think some of it will interest you. But anyway, what does the name Pond215 to mean? Pond215 mean to you? And that was actually my first Runescape account of all time. You know, it's very nostalgic just to think about it. All I did was wood chop. That's all I did. All I did was cut wood. That was fun as hell. But well, actually, recently I got my main account got banned on Runescape because somebody hacked it, and then macroed on it until permaban. So that sucks. But I'm thinking of possibly on my other channel, Urban Hussar Music. I'm gonna rename it Urban Hussar Music and Gaming, probably, and then I'm going to you know, stream some Runescape. You know, and you know, the rebuild of another account, so that'd be kind of interesting. All right, it's the third question, Fair Play Box, and he has a whopper of a question, but I feel obligated to answer all of it step by step because, well, I've been keeping him waiting a little while now, and he's, you know, he's a very consistent commenter too, so you know, I feel obligated to, you know, help him out. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. He's got some questions. They aren't related to the video. Yada yada yada. Okay. DHT blockers. I started my minoxidil journey about 2 months ago, and I've been seeing some great gains. Vellus hair is coming in. However, I'm worried about DHT blockers and moisturizers. All right, here are my questions. I use Gold Blonde moisturizer. Has DHT blockers such as coconut butter, shea butter, coconut, and they're all pretty potent DHT blockers as well. I use the moisturizer in my body, but I avoid using it in my beard area. Let's do it, yada yada yada. All right, definitely Nivea Soft is probably one of your best bets. It's a great moisturizer, and it's infused with jojoba oil too. So it's jojoba oil is the oil that is most similar to the natural oils of our skin. So you know, that's a plus, and jojoba oil doesn't have any DHT blockers either, so that's fantastic. Nivea Soft, I'm gonna drop it down in the description. Go check it out. Definitely the best moisturizer you can use on your minoxidil journey. And then he goes, did you ever get to a point during your minoxidil journey that you felt you plateaued? Well, I plateaued when I pretty much got to, you know, like almost completely terminal everywhere except my cheeks, for the most part. If you've seen my minoxidil transformation, go check it out up there. I guess like around month 8, I guess I technically plateaued because, well, I didn't get any more insane coverage, but yeah, like I said, I suppose around then. But anytime before that, no, my gains just were completely linear up to then. But I am extremely lucky. Like that was in my genetics. That does not happen to a lot of people, right? Some people just plateau and then they're stuck there for, you know, a year and a half or whatever. Not me, right? So, but even if you do plateau, guys, just stay consistent. Twice a day, 1 milliliter twice a day. Just keep staying consistent. And if you plateau for 6 months, then get on some 10% minoxidil, right? And use that for 6 months. And if nothing, then, you know, guys, it might be time to call it quits. Some people take the other option and they go, no, I'm just gonna keep applying for like 5 years and hope for the best. And you know, I commend that, but at the same time, you know, I don't think it's gonna do a whole lot. But if you are seeing, you know, very minimal gains over a long period of time, you know, even if it's just a little bit, you know, take pictures, make sure to take pictures, and a little bit of progress is great, but no progress whatsoever, that's a little disconcerting, so keep your eye out on that. And this next comment here just kind of made me laugh. It was on my best way to style your mustache video that I put on Premiere, actually. Personally, I think it's probably one of my best videos to date, so go check it out if you haven't yet. If you want to know how I style this mustache of mine, it's not really well styled, not that well styled right now, but you know, it gets there sometimes. So check that out if you haven't. And before it premiered, my Skeletor Rules goes, my son's piano recital can wait, winky face. And I replied, "It's nice to see you, someone with a sense of priority." I love comments like that, guys. You know, keep that stuff up. Next question comes from a Mr. Conrad Keaton. He says, "I am curious about doing what you did to develop a beard." Well, I'm glad, Conrad. I wanted to know what you did to counter the breakdown of collagen and the dry dandruff that could occur with minoxidil. What would you recommend to deal with this issue? Alright, so let's deal with that first. Personally, I didn't do it very well at all, right? And I could probably, you know, definitively say that I probably damaged my skin doing it. But if you want to, you know, be better than me, then what you would do is you would keep a very short stubble the entire time you're doing a minoxidil journey. So then you could do 3 things. You could apply beard oil, you could apply moisturizer, and you could derma roll, okay? First off, with the derma rolling, there is a guide in the FAQ section of the Minox beard spots, where they have a great guide of how you can incorporate derma rolling into your minoxidil routine. Derma rolling promotes collagen production, so that's really, really good. And then in terms of applying moisturizer, Nivea Soft typically for most people do it in between applications. Personally, what I would do is apply minoxidil as soon, like I would apply beard oil first thing in the morning, and then minoxidil right afterwards. And then your next minoxidil application would be 4 hours-ish before bed. And then when you go to bed, get the moisturizer, you know, up down to the skin. That's personally how I would do it. And don't wash off the minoxidil like everyone does. That's a mistake in my opinion. You shouldn't be washing your face that often. Like it's just a recipe for dryness. Most of it absorbs into your face anyway, so there's not much to wash off in the first place. You're just creating unnecessary dryness, in my opinion. Also, would you consider doing red light therapy that helps regrow hair from balding men? It might help solidify, adult form. Let me know. Oh, thank you for subbing and appreciating my content. All right, great. So I have seen a couple of people documenting, you know, the results of using, you know, a red light laser on their beard. And it doesn't seem like any of them, and they'll tell you this too, it doesn't seem like it's really done anything. I'm not that I'm saying that I'm going to completely, you know, throw it out the window, it doesn't work. I just haven't seen any evidence that it works. And for me personally, it's, hey, I don't need it. You know, hey, go ahead and try it. You know, I'm not going to stop you. We need a good anecdote of people, you know, doing it. If it does truly work, then hey, you'll be doing the whole movement a good service. All right, and this question from Tonio kind of feeds into that last question I just answered. Can you apply moisturizer directly over the minoxidil when it dries, or do you need to wash the minox off and then apply the moisturizer? Well, I actually just answered the second part of that question, so hopefully you got that. But the first part, can you apply moisturizer directly over minoxidil when it dries? I wouldn't apply anything to your face until after about 4 hours. So once you apply minoxidil, don't touch it for 4 hours. Don't apply moisturizer, don't apply beard oil, don't apply anything that's going to obstruct its ability to absorb into your skin, right? So 4 hours. And then you could apply moisturizer. But then again, I recommend the method that I just proposed with that last question. So do that if you want to progress in the most optimal way possible, in my opinion anyway. And our last question comes from a Mr. Totally Real Name and not just totally Kaz in disguise. And he says, that was a mighty fine intro you had there with the dwarf song. And also, I'm going to like and subscribe because that video was very, very good. Thank you, Urban Azar. Very cool. Wow, what a great guy. I think every single one of you should do all those things. Did I say share? Do that as well. Yeah, so leave some more Q&A questions down in the description there. I got some links down in the description as well about some, you know, the styling products that I've been using in my beard so far to get it, you know, to the uniformity that it is at now. So I think that'll be of interest to you. So lads, bearded warriors of Earth, have a wonderful night.